meter. Usai we assessor inside 2018. Usai we assessor inside 2019. And Usai we did 2020 and 2021. Usai we did today, better pass how Usai we did yesterday, better pass how we did the day before yesterday. That trend there. Now I mean by which you say in the beginning, say ministers say quality inside the system. That would they see a change, a remarked change from Usai we did yesterday to Usai we did today. And that they continue. And they make with they continue. So if you look at the manifesto, right? So people then I say we get for do all what we say inside the manifesto for education. We to break down we say education governance. Education governance. All we say what they do inside education governance now manifesto we don't do one. We don't depoliticize the board there. We don't train the SMC there. We don't hire school quality assurance monitor them. They call the inspector. We don't train them. We don't give them tablets. We don't give them motorbike for me then go do then continuous assessments in the education financing and management. We still they increase the budget to 20%. We still will develop new policy for private sector. We will improve coordination. We'll get the multi-donor trust fund, the largest amount of money we'll get. We still will strengthen management of resources. And we'll promote social dialogue now they pan so with SLTU. We don't do all the things they do by education financing and management. Improving the condition of teachers.
Now just my next question.
We still they review the functions of TSC. We don't do our opening office then for all the districts then. We still will develop incentive scheme for teacher then. We don't do in terms of retirement. We'll extend the retirement age and we'll continue to do more. We still will do best teacher award. We don't do that. The best teacher award this year, the first 10, they happen this June. Then they already choose. Then they choose currently. We still they provide tuition for teacher picking them. We don't do that with the Boku teacher picking them the benefit. Of course, we still getting them for do like with the review community teacher then status, and we be still the build housing scheme for teacher then. Then they will not do it. Increase the number of qualified teachers. We don't hire over 5,000. We don't replace about 2,000 plus more. This year they hire another 1,000. Will they continue to do this and expand the payroll now to 35,000? Increasing access to quality education. We say we add preschool and we don't add that. Will they promote child-friendly learning schools? We don't do that, and will they continue to expand and the early childhood education not being done in this country? Yeah, we don't expand and with the build classroom there. We still go support primary school now every section, and at GSS now every chiefdom, and SSS now every constituency. We don't do all of that. They pass the SSS now constituency because they put science lab. Then they will be still they construct student hostel then. We deal on the process for that day, and obviously we don't expand school feeding in terms of access to education, to quality education. Double shift, maybe then they now not be able done because we just see they expand picking them more and more. We need to build enough classrooms. Even if we want to build, we get money, still it take time for build classroom then. But in terms of promoting inclusive education, we don't do that day. So they provide bus then, we don't provide bus then for beginning at all the urban town, and then bus and they run. Then bus in a government bus then, a government bus then, and a government they run. Even though we don't see Bokus Highway, different people then they undermine the implementation of that, of how the bus and they run, but we provide and we say they provide functional libraries and with computer and mobile library services. We don't provide library in all cycles. And building group in the one carrying it. Falabana in the modern left, we not get library with ICT and we do that and the team.
And you know the monitor for make sure they use them libraries there.
With the monitor, the librarian, okay. Absolutely very very good. We saw the open centers of excellence secondary school, and we opened the one at Putsdoko at the north. Kenema sent, then they build one between Kenema. We will announce one at the southern region soon, and then Sudande we get in Prince of Wales. We with the Badia project, so they do Dande. In terms of adult literacy, right? We get 202 adult literacy centers. Then we don't employ 404 literacy trainers. We get what they call community learning center. They help people in the learn livelihood skills as well. We currently